everybody, and welcome back to our podcast here. We have a special guest. His name is Gary, one of our best philosopher that he got some knowledge that you must listen to him. So I wanted to introduce Gary here. Yeah, I love your background there, Gary.
Oh, hi, everybody. The background is very interesting. I specifically, choose this one, just because, when we are doing some kinds of expressing ourselves, I would like, everyone understand the background. The background it is out of the world, right? I mean, more or less like the film of it. If we want to do something different, or we want to have some different result, then I mean, of course, our mindset has to be changed. We have to think out of the box, out of the world. I mean, then you will have some different results and all this. And that's why I choose this background. I mean, and also this is like, our company's name, Beyond Limit, right? Beyond Limit. I mean, we are not bound on Earth. We are going out to the universe, just like Elon Musk, right? I mean, you always think about crazy things. He has a boring company. Of course, boring it could mean drilling a hole, or it could mean really boring, right? I mean, that's why this guy is very interesting. He used a punch, and to tell people something hidden, in that word. But he himself is always, taking risks to, look at the background out of the world, right? If you are on a spaceship out there, definitely you are taking a risk, right? And that's why he's taking a risk all the time. But the result is stunning. And and who knows? Sometimes he succeeds, sometimes don't, right? And no matter what, he enjoys, his journey, and also enjoys the result too. That's why, I'm learning all this from this great man. One thing is I could learn it is they are out of this world. They always think different. They always try new things. They take risks, and that's important if you want to have a different result. Otherwise, everybody could work in McDonald's, right? I mean, you can work in McDonald's 30 years. No, nothing wrong with that. If you want just a normal life, I mean, get a paycheck week by week. I mean, of course, this is a very stable job, no problem. But of course, we could foresee 30 years later, if you continue working, what you become, what you will become. But we want to have a different result. We want to be different. We want to have some kinds of excitement in life, right? I mean, that's why we have to think out of the world.
Mhm.
I love it.
Yeah, and Gary, you mentioned about risk, right? I think that's
Yes.
a very good topic to talk about because so many people wonder what they want to do in the future or how do they become better. So, from that aspect of risk taking, what is your advice for people in the audience?
Well, I mean, think about it. We all have, like, let's say, average out, right? We have only like 100 years left,
Mm.
80 some, 90 some, right? I mean, that is a thing that according to our best of a medication we have for now. So, I mean, that's why we have to be in this finite time to do something very, very different. And that is some kind of sometimes risk taking. It is unavoidable. Unavoidable is inevitable. For example, we could be a good person, like a good employee, right? I mean, you got paycheck from paycheck in McDonald's, okay? I mean, you always can get jobs. Minimum pay is not a problem. But no risk. Everybody want minimum pay employees, right? But if you want to get a little bit more, of course, you are taking certain risks. I mean, that goes out of job, you may get laid off, okay? Say, for example, you get a better job, in a sense, better return, like in a computer industry. Oh, suddenly the AI comes. What happened? You know what happened, right? A lot of people who are doing, graphic stuff got laid off, but they had a good pay before, okay?
Mhm.
So those good pays, better pays, or better fun job, always taking risk, always taking risk. But I'm talking about it is in our controllable risk taking. Okay, what kind of risk we could take at this moment? But we don't want to bet on everything in one shot. Otherwise, you will be in big trouble. That's why I always investors always telling us, invest in different things. You don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? So
Yeah.
for example, our time is only that finite, okay? And we have to divide it. For example, I could be a programmer. I could work as a programmer. But on the side, I could be an investor, understanding stock market. And people don't understand stock market can make you rich. They always talk about, oh, most of people lose money. Of course, they don't study. They don't have a team. They don't have a whole group of intelligent people. They are resourceful and to study on this thing. If we do, then your life will be different. Your investing will be much more intelligible, not just by feeling, but rather you have all the data with all the teams together, work together. And that's why I say that risk taking, of course, you can make good money, but of course you have to limit it to, like, to be controllable or to minimize of your risk and to get the biggest return. That's why I always how to call that, commands people. They make good friends with good people, knowledgeable people. And if you are that kind of people, you suddenly have a group of people, a team, which is working together, and all the teammates will be benefits from one another. I mean, the world is full of money. Nobody can make all the money, right? So if you got a team, everybody makes and everybody is happy, why not? That's why I like to co-work with people to build up company with partners. And first of all, you lower down your risk and also your resources expands a lot. You just not one person have one connection. You have two people now have connection. Of course, to understand partnership, that's another topic. Now, how to find good partners, how to make your partner to be together. That's another topics that we could talk into. That's a very deep thing, and that's very interesting thing. How to avoid partners to turn into a sour situation. You see, I've heard a lot of people, that's why they are afraid. Oh, at the end of the day, they are just arguing and then broken or whatever, right? So that's why, because they haven't studied MBA, right? MBA, there's a very specific course talking about partnership, how to make the partnership very strong, and there will be no problems in the future. Everything just need to talk it through and to understand it, and then the risk of having a very bad experience will be lower. That's why I said we always talk about risk, but we also want to talk about how to lower the risk of everything. But risk is very rewarding, I tell you. Whether you will be making financial reward or a friendship or a partnership, or suddenly you find that you have a lot of people you never talk to, it becomes your friend, right? I mean, you become very knowledgeable in different things. Not just I only know how to make hamburgers, right? I mean, just, you know what that means, right?
That's true. So risk taking, that's one of the factors. And Gary, what do you think is another factor for people? Like, why do they not become successful? I know we kind of talk about that behind the scene, but we talk about the inner self, right? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, a lot of things, we have to understand the human nature. Human nature is proud, okay, right? We don't want to admit that we make a mistake, right? And because of that mentality, I saw a lot of people, they don't improve. If you listen to Elon Musk, that's why I like to look at those Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, those kind of people. I mean, normal people. I would say normal in a sense. I could understand them, comprehend them, right? And what happened is, this Elon Musk also say that I make a mistake. I predict whatever, it doesn't come true. He said, oh, I make a mistake. What's wrong with it, right? You make a mistake. If we don't make mistake, we will be even a better person for now. Right? Of course, we make a lot of mistakes in life, but it doesn't matter. We just admit it and just accept it. I make a mistake and I change. Right? That's why I said a lot of people they have a hard time to move forward is because they don't admit that they make mistakes. And they always think that they are right. And of course, at the end of the days, I mean, the friends are leave them, and the wife leave them. I mean, how can you live with a person or work with a person as a partner thinking he always right, right? I mean, no one always right, Everybody makes mistakes, and admit it, and change it, and face it. That's why, that come into another question. I always think about life, Life is a journey. And when I was young, I was very lucky. I listened to someone who taught me one thing. It changes my life, which is pursue the truth. Look for the truth. If we have that kind of mentality, that's why it makes it easier for us to admit that I make a mistake. Scientists always make mistakes, right? They create a theory, and years later, decades later, somebody proved them wrong, right? But they're scientists. They are pursuing the truth, nothing personal. Don't feel bad about it. Oh, I find it now. Oh, this material is even better, right? And everything is better. And that one should be obsolete, I mean, they just keep improving. And that's why I say, a lot of people giving too much pressure for themselves, and they cannot release it. And that's why, that's why people become so much stressful. But I would say that's one way to release your stress, which is admit your mistake. And suddenly you find that there's no more burden for you. I'll just keep going, move on. Forget what lies behind, just move forward and study the things that you need to study and change the things that you need to change and get a partner which is knowledgeable for that area. And so that when partnership will become bigger and bigger, because, you got more good people, better people, they have the same kind of mindset of doing something. I'm sure if you find those kind of people work together, it is hard not to be successful. Very difficult. That's why I told my partner all the time, for sure, we will be successful. Just give us more time. Give us more time, we will be successful. We'll get more people to work with us. We will be working together, getting more and more ideas and more specialties, because some people, they are very good at certain things. We bring them to the team, and then we work together. And the successful way will be tremendously high. I have a lot of business idea I told my partner to, but just we lack of this kind of people, but we are going to look for them, find them, and then keep in mind. And once we got them, we will have another avenue for succeed forever.
I've got a question for you, Gary.
Oh, yes.
What motivates you, and what's your end goal?
What's what?
What motivates you to move forward? Like, is it like the truth, or is it something else that you're a very high energy person that likes to share your knowledge to other people and everything? What motivates you?
What motivates me? I think we all want to have fun in life. That's why I talk about McDonald's. Do you want to work 30 years in McDonald's? I mean, probably not, right? I mean, who wants to be like this? We are a human being. We want to have fun, right? When I think that you're successful, like for example, if I met a new people, I could learn something from the person. I find a lot of fun, right? Even the person younger than me, older than me, whatever industry he was in, I could talk to them and learn from them. I find a lot of fun. But when you become more knowledgeable, you find that you have more people want to talk to you, right? Because they want to learn from you, right? And then you become more fun because you have more people to talk to, and people you ask you question, or I ask people question, right? That's why I said, what motivates me? I think it's fun. I mean, we just want fun. Everybody wants fun, and is vacation fun? Of course, vacation fun, right? I mean, is having a nice dinner fun? Of course, nice dinner is really, really a lot of fun too, right? And is a really good relationship with your family fun? Of course, good relationship with family is a lot of fun. That's why one of the funnest thing I have done in life, which is, maybe you don't know, I'm a father of two. I enjoy to be a father very, very much. I just enjoy it, because it's a lot of fun to be with my children. Watch them grow up, watch them become successful, watch them to have an integrity, watch them I mean, having a mindset of pursuing the truth, this is a lot of fun because you know that, oh, I have been here on earth and I have touched someone and have changed someone's life. And this will keep pass on, will keep pass on. I have left something, good things on earth. And it's a lot of fun. No one need to remember my name. However, I did come, and I did leave something, good thing in here and let it keep pass on for the next and the next generation. That's why, you ask me what motivates me. I feel it's such fun. I mean, I don't want to work in McDonald's for 30 years. I don't want to wake up, just eat and drink and then sleep again, right? You can do this for a short time to have fun, but the longer than a week, I would say that you will become very bored too.
Wow, that's incredible. That's powerful. What demotivates you, Gary? Anything that bothers you?
Anything bothers me? Not really. And honestly, I don't have anything really bothers me. I always want to keep my psychology very healthy. That's why I said when I make a mistake, I just say sorry. I make a mistake, right? So I left the things behind, right? You don't want to carry all this unnecessary burden, and you want to put a really good fun to people. I'm a successful person. I am whatever, right? I mean, I don't make mistakes, I must sing, right? I mean, I'm just human being, just like everybody. And that's why, try to make yourself a healthy person and psychologically and also physically. That's why a lot of topic to talk about how to make you, I mean, a healthy person physically or psychologically. Those are the things that are very good for us to live, because our health also affecting our innermost spirit being. Our innermost being also affecting our health. They are not separate. We are holistic. We are one person. That's why we need to be. I mean, to be a person who admits we make a mistake. It's not a big deal, and just keep going and keep researching and keep working on it. I have a lot of ideas. I have working different ideas. Many of them are fail. I tell you, many of them fail. Doesn't work out as the way that I supposed to be. But I keep going on, and I'm still a happy person, right? I mean, because I control the risk. I know that I can take this risk. If it fails, it fails. It's not the end of the world. We just keep going. You know how the scientists works out to find something? They have failed thousands of times to make something. They said that, oh, I can present to the world is successful. Right? But all you did just one thing successful, the result will be really good. It turns out will be really good, right? That's why I always recommend people keep your job, doing your work, okay, and do something different in your spare time so that you can take that kind of risk, right? At least you won't be broke. I mean, you still have place to live and food to eat, and you still have your wife and your children, right? I mean, right? I mean, then that's why you don't have a psychologically burden in here. Make yourself less stressful on those. There's not much point to have a stress anyway, and still live a happy life and take a risk and exploring different areas.
Also, Gary, I want to ask you. I remember when I first met you, you were telling me how you were pretty different before compared to nowadays. Like after you experience a lot of sales, industry, and other jobs, I want you to share with us a little bit about how you got that change.
Well, my change is not dramatic. I mean, people like drama, right? Oh, suddenly a drug addict becomes a thing, right? I mean, we all listen to all kinds of stories. But I tell you, 99% of people we change gradually. It's gradually. It's a long process. It's not something like, oh, suddenly you change, like this, very quick and fast. So what happened is, I mean, even for myself, I was doing door knocking last year. Door knocking, I never tried it, but as I told you, I like to take risks, right? I mean, why not? They are a very silly person, a coach. His name is called Rico. I mean, want to teach me. I mean, how to do door knocking. I said, why not? And then this person, I mean, affects me in a sense because He was under the wing with me doing door locking. Okay. And I was locking the door. And he was standing there outside and let me lock the door and talk to the customer. And he was just standing outside. Of course, I don't make any sales because I don't have enough experience. So every time I came out from the door, I talked to Rico, the trainer, and then he tell me something that I should have done this, or no, you're missing this thing. So what happened? This man was with me 3 days. I thought to myself, oh, this man must be crazy. How much he could make? Standing outside with me 3 days. But anyway, I didn't know him too much at that time. I didn't ask for it, right? But anyway, he enjoys of doing this. I was thinking about, that's why I said our life definitely affecting the other person. So because of that, after the 3 days, he spent his time. So I said that I'm a kind of person, I don't want to disappoint the people, right? So I keep moving and going, and do this thing for another week, for another week, for another week. And later on, I become very enjoyable of doing this work, because the result is good. I make good paycheck, really good paycheck. I was become even the one of the district manager told me I'm making 10%, only 10% of the people who could make in the whole group of people. So I'm the top 10% of people who makes money. But it starts from a very small, from locking at the door, one by one, under the wing, under the sun, under the snow, or whatever. And I just try it. I find it fun because, why not just try something new in life? People, they're just scared of new things. They think that locking at the door will lose face, right? We try to call lose face. No, we are graduate people. In fact, I graduated from electrical engineering in a university, one of the prestige, faculties. And I doing locking. People don't want to do it. No, I'm what? No, I'm a master. I'm a doctor. Why I lock door? Right? Well, why not trying it? Why not taking certain risks? Why not trying something new? That's why I said, if we don't try new things, we don't take certain risks, or we don't change our mindset, we don't change our habit, I will become the same as 2 years ago before, right? But because I put a step forward, I lock at the door. Now my life changed. Now I start a company with my trainer, Rico. But if you tell me 2 years ago, would this thing happen? How this thing happened? I never planned for it, but it just happened. Just because I met the right person, I found this person is hardworking, reasonable. He is knowledgeable. He has his own connection. Why not we work together, right? Those kind of things, as I said, if we move out of the box, then our life change. And now, I become very easy to talk with people, and people think that it is natural in me, but in fact, it's not. But I'm not to that extremes like people. They are just like autists, right? They just don't talk to anyone. No, I'm not extreme to that. No, that's why you don't see some dramatical change in my life. But I do know I'm changing gradually, and that's important. As I told you, 99% of people changing gradually. They don't change overnight. Only in a TV show want to have some kind of special effect, then get more audience to look into it and have overnight changes. But as I told you, I pursued the truth. The truth is like this: 99% change gradually. Just like even people's relationship turns sour, it don't come overnight. It comes gradually, and slowly. And what happened with divorce, right? It doesn't come overnight. And that's the truth of the matter. That's why in the process, there's a lot of time to rescue, to change the situation. We just need to take hold of it and talk to those positive people or energetic people who have positive energy, know them more and more, and then the chances of statistically you become successful is higher. And that's why what I tell you is I don't teach people fairy tales. I don't share people like out of the world to a sense it's like a fairy tale. No, I'm telling people, although it's out of the world, the background, But I'm telling people, of course, there are certain way to increase our possibility or statistically become successful. One, it is building up your team with good people. And that's one of the things. And I'm trying it. I'm doing it now every day, and which is really nice. And I will say the result is coming, and I can see it.